Hi friends, welcome to Neochem Study Circle. In the last class, we have discussed about identification of SP, SP2 and SP3 hybridization with suitable examples. In this video, we have to identify the remaining hybridizations. Okay, follow me. If 5 electron pairs are present around the central atom, then we have to select the hybridization containing 5 orbitals, that is sp3d. sp3d. This is the hybridization containing 5 orbitals. Okay. After sp3d hybridization, if there is no any lone pairs over the central atom, then geometry is trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal. Now we will take one example, that is phosphorus pentachloride. In this molecule, central atom is phosphorus, which is belongs to 50A group. That's why it should have 5 valency electrons, right, like this. Okay, these are the 5 valency electrons of phosphorus. Next, there are 5 chloro groups with phosphorus. Valency of each phosphorus is 1. That's why we should write 1 chloro group with 1 electron, second chloro group, third chloro group, fourth chloro group, and fifth chloro group. Next, all are single bonds, and all the single bonds are sigma bonds. So first sigma bond, second sigma bond, third sigma bond, fourth sigma bond, and fifth sigma bond. That's why the hybridization containing 5 orbitals is sp3d. sp3d. Geometry is what? Trigonal bipyramidal is like this. This is the geometry of the trigonal bipyramidal, like this. Okay. Next, after sp3d hybridization, if one lone pair of electron is present over the central atom, then geometry is distorted trigonal bipyramidal. Distorted trigonal bipyramidal or seesaw. Seesaw. Okay, let us take one example. Xenon dioxy difluoride. Xenon dioxy difluoride. Here, central atom is xenon, which belongs to 8th A group. So we should write 8 valency electrons like this. Okay. There are 2 oxygens. So 2 electrons together, we should write 1 oxygen. Second oxygen. Next, there are 2 fluoro groups with 1 electron, 1 fluoro group. Next, remaining 1 lone pair, we should put 1 bracket beside the lone pair of electron, and it considered as a sigma bond. In a double bond of oxygen, only 1 sigma bond is present. So first sigma bond, second sigma bond, third one, fourth one, and fifth one. So there are 5 sigma bonds. That's why hybridization of xenon dioxide difluoride is sp3d. After sp3d hybridization, there is 1 lone pair of electron over the xenon. That's why geometry of the xenon dioxide difluoride is distorted trigonal bipyramidal is like this. This is the 1 lone pair. Next, there are 2 oxygens, double bond O, double bond O, fluorine, fluorine. Okay, this is the geometry of distorted trigonal bipyramidal. Next, after sp3d hybridization, if 2 lone pairs are there over the central atom, then geometry is capital T shape. Capital T shape. Okay. Now let us take one example. Xenon oxydifluoride. Xenon oxydifluoride. Again, we should write 8 valency electrons. Okay, one oxygen atom is there. So 2 electrons together. We should write 1 oxygen with 1 electron, 1 fluoro group. Okay, now 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So we should write one more example. There are 2 lone pairs. So first sigma bond, second sigma bond, third one, fourth one, and the fifth one. So sp3d hybridization and 2 lone pairs are there over the xenon. Okay, now the geometry of the T shape can write like this. Okay, 2 lone pairs. Okay, this is the shape of the capital T shape. Okay. Next, after sp3d hybridization, if 3 lone pairs are there over the central atom, then geometry of the molecule is linear. Linear. Okay. For example, xenon difluoride. Xenon difluoride like this. Xenon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 2 fluoro groups. So first fluorine, second fluorine. Next first lone pair, second lone pair, third lone pair. So first sigma bond, second sigma bond, third, fourth, fifth. So hybridization is sp3d with 3 lone pairs like this. Xenon, first fluoro group, second fluoro group, 3 lone pairs like this. 3 lone pairs. This is the geometry of the xenon difluoride. So how many types of geometries are possible with sp3d hybridization? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 geometries are possible with sp3d hybridization based on the number of lone pairs over the central atom. Right? Next. Next, we will go to sp3d2 hybridization. sp3d2 hybridization, that is, first of all, if 6 electron pairs are present around the central atom, then we have to select the hybridization containing 6 orbitals, that is sp3d2, which is the hybridization containing 6 orbitals. After sp3d2 hybridization, if there is no lone pair of electrons over the central atom, then geometry is octahedral. Octahedral. For example, sulfur hexafluoride. Here central atom is sulfur, which is belongs to 6th A group. So we should write 6 valency electrons like this. So with 1 electron, 1 fluoro group. So there are 6 fluoro groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So hybridization is sp3d2. The geometry is like this. Okay, this is the octahedral geometry. Octahedral. Okay, next, after sp3d2 hybridization, if 1 lone pair of electron is present over the central atom, then geometry is square pyramidal. Square pyramidal. For example, xenon oxytetrafluoride. Okay, here central atom is xenon. So as it belongs to 8th A group, we should write 8 electrons. 1 oxygen is there. So 2 electrons together, 1 oxygen. Next, 4 fluoro groups are there and remaining 1 lone pair. So number of sigma bonds are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So hybridization is sp3d2 with one lone pair. So geometry is what? Square pyramidal. We can write like this: one oxygen, 4 fluoro groups, and one lone pair. This is the square pyramidal geometry. Next, after sp3d2 hybridization, if two lone pairs are there over the central atom, then geometry is square planar. Square planar. Now let us take one example: xenon tetrafluoride. Xenon tetrafluoride. Here also we should write 8 electrons: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 4 fluoro groups are there. Okay, 4 fluoro groups, remaining 2 lone pairs. 2 lone pairs. So number of sigma bonds are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So geometry is square planar like this, two lone pairs. Okay, this is the square planar. So totally 3 types of geometries are possible with sp3d2 hybridization based on the number of lone pairs. Okay, now if 6 electron pairs are present around the central atom, then we have to select the hybridization containing sp3d3 hybridization. Containing 7 orbitals hybridization is what? sp3d3 hybridization. After sp3d3 hybridization, if zero lone pairs are there over the central atom, then geometry is known as pentagonal bipyramidal. Pentagonal bipyramidal. Pentagonal bipyramidal. Example is iodine heptafluoride. Iodine heptafluoride. Here central atom is iodine, which belongs to 7th A group. So we should write 7 valency electrons beside the iodine. Next there are 7 fluoro groups: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now next geometry is like this: iodine. Next we should write 7 fluoro groups around the iodine. Okay, this is the geometry of pentagonal bipyramidal. Okay, like that we have to write the various types of hybridizations with number of lone pairs and geometries. Okay, thank you.